Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good to see all of you today. So, I greet you as one of many unenlightened, uninformed. Because I speak of this with regard to the state of humanity. Humanity has been kept ignorant, dumbed down, and held in a state of unconscious behavior. One of the things that you see right here is a map of what is supposedly our solar system, but it's missing a planet, and the planet is Pluto. And that's because even amongst astrologers, there is the argument as to whether it is a planet or not. So that's just to give you an example of the state we're in. You see, if we were truly educated as children, this would be one of the main subjects taught. And that is because our planet, Earth, is a member of this solar system. And we would need to know the interaction of the planets as they affect one another and are involved in a larger influence that affects everyone everywhere. It's probably been years since you've even actually seen a picture of our solar system, which gives you an inclination of what I've said. We're dumbed down, and we are left that way deliberately. So, but the fact is, something is happening. And ready or not, it's going to happen. But this is to help you to be more ready, because these planets influence one another, and all of them influence the Earth. Forgotten because it's been so long ago since anyone has even mentioned it, but we're entering into and have entered into the age of Aquarius. But of course, so far as this is concerned, there are qualifiers. And the qualifiers are affected by the planet's influence on one another. And the ones that I'm going to make reference to today are, of course, the missing one, Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, and also Saturn. They're the farthest out, but they also have what you might call the longest term effect on the Earth. Okay. For those of you who are struggling with that, here's something else to struggle with. During periods of tremendous natural evolutionary change, humanity usually needs an eye-opening, standing in the dark precipice dosage of negativity is doing its best to become extremely worse now. So humanity has to have an up-to-the-minute, honest, personal, collective conscious awareness of whether they want that or they don't want that. What's happening right now on Earth is a natural evolutionary dismantling, not the continuance of the things as they have been in the past. Current evolutionary ascension process is something that, with where we are right now, we're going to experience some extreme, rare, and special and necessary ascension, astrological and numerological timed stuff. It's going to happen. And as a matter of fact, it's already started happening. So today's lecture is merely to present this in an underlying effect that, okay, I'll pause right here, right now. Others know about this. Humanity has been for hundreds of years now kept under control by those few who say how it is to be done, when it is to be done, where it is to be done, and then surprise humanity, and then keep them in a state of receptivity. I might also mention that there are others who are aware of this too. But all of this together helps you to realize that we're just now finding out about it, whereas others have known all along. So you can be sure that those who know about it have already made preparation, but are going to hope that their preparation stays together before humanity wakes up. So as you can, keep that into account. And then, now let's go into this picture. All right, so one of the planets that's not here, of course, is Pluto. And it is right now in the last retrograde transit. Does anybody know what a transit is? Okay, basically what a transit is when a planet out there seems to go back and forward, back and forward. And when it goes in that backward motion and then comes forward again, it's really sweeping that energy with its effect. So if you can keep that in mind, then you can realize that Pluto is going through this transit and is in retrograde right now in the 29th degree of Capricorn, which is an Earth sign. And this is a highly concentrated, energetically movement. And it started already in the first part of September and will continue through November of this year. But I do want you to take into account what I'm speaking of is something that will happen over the next 3 years, 24, 25, and 26. So you know how we have heard others saying, get ready, because it's happening. And we've been hearing this for years. Well, guess what? Now is the time when it's really going to start showing up. Also, at that time, Uranus, which you can see down here, it is moving, and here's the things that are famous for being Uranus. Sudden, unexpected change or changes. And it's in Taurus, another sign, which has a lot to do with money and physical things that are valuable to us. So it goes into retrograde and begins its sweeping motions back and forth until January 2025. What usually happens in our country in January? What could happen? See, I'm saying this to you because it's not for me to decide for you. It is for each of us to awaken on our own and then see where we're attracted to and to whom we are attracted. Because this makes up a community. A community who is looking and has it's kind of like a general agreement that they have a recognition on some level that they are being awakened. They are being stirred. And that stirring is going to include us letting go of who we believe we are and opening up so that who we are can rise above that belief. I know this is mighty threatening to a lot of people. But if you think that what I'm saying is threatening, well, what you're going to probably encounter in the next 3 years is going to seem like what I said was nothing. Okay, so a little background is we tend to think of ourselves only in our lifetime. time, and that's it. But you see, what if others have a longer lifetime than we do and would be seeing this from a different perspective entirely? What if the past age, the age of Pisces, has been part of the programming to keep us where we are in our awareness? Well, if that's the case, then if you look and you see, not a whole lot of progress was made until, gosh, like the last century or so. And then all of a sudden, all these things were made available, like they were just discovered. All of the technology that we use right now. But have you noticed how the majority of humanity uses their technology? What did you say? I wasn't paying attention. And you notice that it's not a default on the person, but it really is a recognition of something in the technology that is stimulating the person to have that limited level of awareness kept in play. All right, so I know I'm just shocking you to death today. So I have this picture of you because I want you to realize, again, if we as children were shown that truly this is our community and that humanity is in its awakening going to embrace itself with all its races and see itself as one, and in seeing itself as one, choose to rise up in consciousness and start living in frequencies of love, trust, harmony, peace, it's going to be a very different planet upon which we live. So let's keep that in mind, because you see, this that I'm showing you really is background effort that is going to take place because there's a higher power at work bringing to our planet the opportunity to ascend in consciousness and become who we truly are. But we're going to go through these 3 years of things being swept clean, being removed, and then those who are aware of this are going to likewise bring their portion of what they're plotting to do to derail us from our awakening. So only recently it has been brought forth that the strong possibility of humanity launching a nuclear attack on another nation so that the other nation will respond likely, and the result will be, well, we wipe out a lot of humans and we get the population down to where it's maybe a little more controllable, a little more manageable. But look at how World War II, how many of you lived through that? How many of you experienced the effect of that? It was very much based on survival. And then, of course, the forces of light, the forces of dark, and look at the role reversal that's taken now. It's a fascinating thing to consider that if we as humanity move into beings of living peace and harmony and respect, that war is going to be maybe a thing that we remember, but no longer a thing that we engage. So, I do want to bring this to a point of seeing that with regard to the effect of this sweeping and cleansing, that when it is in the 29th degree of any sign, it is revealing that there will be a sense of urgency, completion, vacillation, debilitating, feeling rushed, serious, anxious, pressured, finality, and the end of familiar reality traits. The unrelenting need to rapidly release the old and prepare for existence in a higher, new state of being, life, and So, ready or not, and regardless of whether what I say makes any sense to you, or that because it's such a threat to what you believe you already know, that you decide to just turn it off and say it doesn't exist, if you live long enough, and that's only 3 years I'm asking of you, we'll see. So, thank you for your attention.